Hey, no, but I mean, hey, come on, Hockey. We in this together. You know that it's a
Yep.
team effort. It's not just a solo queue match, just like what Extremely Slay were making it look like in game number 1 and 2. Finally, in game number 3,
Yeah.
like, hey, guys, it's a 5v5. It's not a 1v5. We don't want to win the MVP. We want to win the MESL and move on into the MECL, at least right now. And finally, they got their head straight. And you can see, even though they're on the blue side, Hockey, we're not looking at a Fanny first band. We're looking at a Hilda come out. But on the other side, they realized that Matilda was a problem. Too much mobility. You're basically not when you have a Matilda, you're not adding on to your team's gameplay. You're multiplying it. So, of course, it's not with a 0, folks. Don't tell me that if you multiply any number with 0, you get a 0. It's not a 0, okay? Matilda brings more to the table. That's why you see them ban it out. And I think we're probably going to see a Joy being left open in that case.
Well, I might see a Fanny even left open if neither side just bet. Oh, never mind.
Come on. You
never
really
mind.
think they're going to do that?
Listen, we've seen it once, so give it hope, alright? We want to see the Fanny. You should support that.
I want to cast the Fanny game. Yeah,
Exactly.
I want to cast the Fanny game. It's absolutely fun. It's just so flashy, so much mobility, steel cables in and out, cutthroat. Next thing you know, you're just looking at so many cables. Like now with the new War Axe Fanny, you can see a lot, like 10 cables come out at the same time, and you're just like, how can you do that? So like, how do you play 10 cables? Of course, if you wanna know how to play these 10 cables and you want to be taught all these things, find players that are there, make sure you join the Discord community of MEE, folks.
Yeah, but we'll make sure to teach you Fanny, just not us though, because we do not have.
He speaks for himself. He don't speak for me. I've been playing Fanny hockey. Yeah, I've been playing some Fanny, bro. Yeah,
we should 1v1 sometimes, you know.
Yeah, why not? You go into the first turret of mine, I'll go into your second turret. 2 cables to fly.
But yeah, apart from that, looking at the draft right now, we are seeing a blue picked up right now, the first pick, but now for the CR7, are they gonna go back their ways, right? Are they gonna this time take the show before it gets banned?
I think they might, right? But at the same time, if you take a look at the final ban, of course, looks like double high-lows. No, it's a chip. So they give the Bruno the first pick. They go for the Hayabusa. I like the Hayabusa against the Bruno, but there is a slight window of opportunity where you can use a sliding tackle to make sure he gets the Hayabusa to spin. It just comes down to the micro. Of course, that's just the individual skill, iframes, a lot of things involved. And right now, they go for the Phoveus as the frontliner, but they give that Alpha once again. Confidence in the hands of Mr. Death. That's what they need right now. That's what they're looking for, Extremely Slay. So they're sticking with what they know. Of course, this Edith is going to be a flex pick in the EXP or roam position. I think it's going to be more of an EXP because you can go toe-to-toe against that. Phoveus, it's an early Faramis.
That's actually really interesting.
Yeah, it is.
It is really interesting. But yeah, early Faramis, I mean, to be fair, you can just then ban the Valentina and just have this Faramis all for yourself. And even pick the 1-1 alongside it, just so that 1-1 doesn't get countered from that, right? So that could be potentially a good move. They could be thinking ahead in the draft. But at the same time, what have you seen? I am beyond confused.
Hey, you know what? I feel like I know what's happening, Hockey. I know what's happening. It's the ghost of the double mages that's there on the side of CR7 right now. They don't know if they want to pick Valentina or Faramis, but they say they don't want to give it to you on the other side, and they pick it up for themselves while they ban it out. Nobody else can do that except for CR7. Why? Because they're the goats. That's what they are right now.
You've seen at least 2 heroes on both enemy and like on classic, so I'm guessing this is probably classic draft, whatever it's called.
Classic draft, wow.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they want to take the Faramis, ban it so they don't. So just like total 2 Faramis, Faramis 1 and 2, and they took
it's
Faramis
old
1
Faramis,
and
new Faramis.
Okay, it's Faramis again.
A Faramis again? I want to see it again. Hey, it's Faramis again. But you know what? But all jokes aside though, Hockey, guess what they did? Yeah. They gave him the Cho once again. And I think Scared Yet said it before while he was there. You said it just now before the Faramis magic started showing up. Of course, folks, he's an alchemist anyway. You got to go deep into the lore to figure out how he could do that. You know, it's deep
Yeah,
into the lore of
that's.
MLBB. He's
I think he
able
used
to
alchemy
pull all of
to
that stuff.
alter the graphics here and just appeared
Exactly,
fine. Yeah.
exactly. Hey, but at the same time, shout out to the MEE team to pulling off such an amazing graphic, an amazing stream, of course. At the same time, but right now, look at it. They give them the Cho again, but on the other side, I like Extremely Slayer right now. I like their front to back composition. They have the Vexana, they have the
Oh,
Grok, so that's good.
oh
Oh my goodness, did they let the
no,
no? No, what did
no,
they do? What did they do?
no,
No, what did you do? Why did you do this?
no.
Extremely Slay, why did you do this? You
Left not
gave
only the Melissa,
yeah.
but the Cho.
That's what I'm saying. So like you're now oh you got the pick off. You got a good team fight going in your favor. You're giving away the free wild charge to the Valentina. You have a frontline beast in the form of this Phoveus for the side of CR7. So I can see a lot of win conditions coming out from their side. But what do Extremely Slay had? Relying on the Bruno for the snowball from the gold lane. Of course, a lot of control in the mid lane. You got Mr. Death with the alpha that can do some damage. They got some front. So I think it's not looking bad for the side of Extremely Slay. Now that we start, looking at it individually, and you can see how they might pair up. So I feel like hockey, this game will come down to mid lane control.
I do agree with you here. It definitely will come out to mid lane and roam control, especially the Cho here. Cho's like really mobile, so if he managed to out rotate perfectly against this Grok and Vixana, I think this could put Team Extremely Slay under a lot. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot of pressure. But once again, you do not underestimate the Grok and Vixana. They can pull off insane amounts of damage, even as far as one-shotting even Valentina in that case.
Yeah, it's about one shot in the Valentina if it's possible. But right now, folks,
Yeah.
of course, let's not forget Extremely Slay hanging by a sliver, hanging by a thread. And of course, CR7 making sure they can take this game completely away. They got the Lethal Wanderer on the side of Extremely Slay, but right now getting the Terrify in the mid lane. You can see the pokes being dished out already, and seems like Bubble looking for trouble. He's able to get out of there. Mr. Death walks into some trouble himself. Primo gets the Jeet
Oh.
Kundo knock up. Anything comes in, but zoned out by Kingsta. That's some good play by the Grok. You can see the Guardian's Berry as well to create some separation. And right now, seems like already CR7 on the aggressor, on the front foot.
I mean, they did get the Cho, and every time I've seen them on Cho, they've been just so aggressive, and there it is now. They got what they wanted. Now they're freezing on the mid lane. Such a hard feat to pull off, but they successfully did it. And there it is.
Ooh.
Kingsta might be the first victim here in the match, but never mind. He gets out just in time, immuning that Cho knockup here, and that was really crucial.
Oh, yeah. And you can see Kingsta over here trying to zone him away. The Cho and the Grok, it's a funny story. Both of them can actually rotate fast, and both of them have a little bit of immune at the same time. It's just about micro skills. Of course, both have the knockup that's needed. You can see coming out right now. They get the knockup with the Jeet Kundo. Instantly, they go for the onward as well. The turtle being taken by Mr. Dead. He could go in for the Spear of Alpha. Primal Rat coming out from the side of Hoshik. And you can see instantly First Blood. Cristiano Nazarda falls down. Kingsta just zoning them away while they go into the purple buff, but he gets terrified, does anything, and he will get taken down. 26 TZ can only watch his teammates fall down one after the other, and to add insult to injury, Extremely Slay even dominating the goal lane right now as Pelametronio in the back foot already gets a lot of volley shots to his face. The rotation should be made soon enough, but not yet.
Listen, there is a chance that we may or may not have overestimated the Cho and the Melissa art. That's all I can say. This current state of game, I mean, come on. Them team extremely stay taking that alpha. They are dominating objectively, right? They know how to play with that alpha. They know he can burst that quickly, and playing with that objective playstyle puts them ahead, even as far as 1k ahead. But now the way of the dragon coming in from Woku Kick, almost taking out Bubble in trouble. But there is an Eternal Guard triggered back on 26 TZ, and looks like he is out safely. But
Yeah, I
now,
mean, it wasn't that big of a fight for them, to be honest, at the moment. But they did use the Eternal Guardian, and right now they might be looking for a re-engage. Anything actually not allowed a lot of space in the map. at the moment. So this is looking dicey for the side of CR7. Meanwhile, on the top side, Pelimetronium might get caught out. There's the go away, but at the same time, they pop in that wild charge. Wuk over here will get taken down with the Spear of Alpha. And at the same time, he gets the Cuddles and Muddles combination.
Oof.
But too much damage dished out on towards them. They lose 2 in the process. So 2 for true trade. Mr. Get that picks up and makes that 3. He gets a double, but 26 TZ gives him the triple that he was looking for. And you know what's more nasty than a Bruno snowball hockey? An alpha snowball.
Alpha.
Yeah, and it's looking really nasty at this point. And once he starts the snowball going, it's really hard to stop him.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, come on. You've said this last game. He is the Grim Reaper of the Land of Dawn right now, and he is just ruthless with that Spear of Alpha. But now anything is looking for something here. He's looking to farm. He needs to catch up. He's already 2 levels behind, and this could be the same as the last game with the Alpha. Ooh, the wave of the Dragon of Flicker coming in, putting in the one and only Hoshi on the tower. But that is not enough as a wild charge stopped here by Kingsta. Well played to Guardian Barrier right there, and it looks like Kingsta is taken out by Cristiano Zardo, and so puts Mr. in a tough position, and there it is, taken out by 26 TZ, and this could change the tide of the game now that Mr. Death has been shut down.
Hey, when you're in trouble, when your team is backed into a corner, when Pelimetronio is down, who do you look towards? To 26 TZ. The responsibility of the team to make sure you get that shutdown was there, and he got it. And you could see what he did, and the confidence of the team is instantly on the other side. Of course, Kingsta trying to get it back for his own team, but he's not able to do that. And now finally, CR7 is trying to get some control. They're behind in gold still, but still, they are able to make something out of it for themselves. Looking for a gank on the top side hockey, and seems like Wicked might be in trouble.
Oh, there it is. He is going for something, anything here, but Kingsta is here just in time to back up Wicked, and so is the rest of Extremely Slan. They are looking for a team fight, knowing Mr. Death is now snowballed and is looking for something. And there it is, the flicker of the wild charge taken out. Cristiano Zardo in an instant, still looking for more. Pelimetronio is trying to dish out some damage here. There it is, the wave of Dragon on Mr. Death, but Mr. Death, will he survive? He does. The Grim Reaper, who's already dead, doesn't die again and just gets out safely. And there's another Spear of Alpha. Anything is in trouble. If it's anything, he is dead, ladies and gentlemen, taken out once again, and this is Mr. Death for you on the Alpha, and so is the rest of the team, and Wicked taking out Pelimetronium. Looks like it doesn't look really good for the side of CR7, and like I said, this is could go to game number 5 here. This is insane.
Hey, it is looking insane indeed if you're a fan of Extremely Slay, but if you're a fan of CR7, it's looking dicey right now. And of course, the Grim Reaper. You know what, Hockey? It fits, doesn't it? It fits. He is the Grim Reaper of the Land of Dawn. He's the Grim Reaper of Europe indeed, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching the MESL. You are watching the wild card. You're watching day number 1, and you're watching Extremely Slay just bringing death upon CR7 right now. It is honestly a hard time for them, and it's all thanks to Kingsta, who's giving them the wild charges. He gets the way of the dragon, but not enough burst. I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe just sending a message that he's not afraid to kick into the curb.
He is not afraid indeed. That is a grok for you, ladies and gentlemen. No matter how much times you kick him, you gotta learn. You can't kick a rock IRL, right? So that's a thing here, and they gotta figure out now how to play around this. I mean, you have Mr. Death, who's already a big problem. Bubble, Wicked, who's already farmed and got his power spike now. So all you can do on the side of CR7 is just calm down. You know, wait for the power spike on Melissa. But that's the thing. When I'm saying calm down, you can't, because Kingsta is gonna be there. Right, Kingsta is gonna be there. He has the wild charge. He's ready to pull out something, but they're looking to get the objective instead, and they're looking to play safe until the Lord comes up, because a mistake here could be crucial and could cost them the entire series.
Oh no, he went for the quad shadow, but it went on to the Eternal Guardian instead. Anything was looking to make a play, but it didn't work out, unfortunately. And right now they're trying to siege into the tier 2. You can see them come out. Go away is there, but he gets the 5-man Spear of Alpha. Oh my goodness, he gets 1 kill, and they trade one. There's the second killing spree in the hands of Wicked. But what a play that was! That was
What?
a 5-man Spear of Alpha coming out from the Grim Reaper, Mr. Death. Oh, CR7 have the backs against their wall. They're scratching their heads trying to see, why are we giving this alpha away to them?
That
Why are we backed into a corner? Are they going to see a reverse sweep? And will Kingston over here be actually the one to put the last recalls in their faces?
a 5-man Spear of Alpha. You never hear that sentence at all. You never hear that, and this is a first. Truly, the Grim Reaper of Europe.
Yeah, hockey. I don't know. Like, how is that? He even used the go away. Pelemetroni
Yeah,
used the go away, but he
and still
still
got
got a
knocked up.
5-man. They were all lined up.
That that is honestly insane. The fact that this wasn't a wipeout, I'd say it was lucky from CR7. They were able to get out of that in time. But look at this. We have a replay there. Just focus on the alpha, right? Look at this. It's gonna be a double wild charge coming in, and then there it is.
Oh my goodness. That looks so
that
sweet.
That is super, super sweet. I think what prevented them from not dying is the go away that was already up by the Melissa, right, by Pelmestroni. But now there is another piece of Alpha
Oh
coming in,
my
and they're taking a
goodness.
kill. Pelmestroni doesn't even stand a chance, no react. And there is a weak shadow kill.
Are we gonna look
He's
at an
trying to go for
end?
something, but
No way!
it is unable to
Oh,
defend
ho,
as they
ho!
get wiped out right here, right now. And
Maniac.
this could potentially be a reverse sweep, ladies and gentlemen.
Maniac.
Wow. A maniac. A maniac.